So last time we ended up here in Hollow Bastion to go to the 100 Acre Woods again, and I tried it and I actually ended up crashing the game. So right now we are still in a patched version of the game. I think I found a way to make sure that I can both get the randomized items, which one of them is really good, and also not crash the game and lose those items, because obviously that is the preferable way, right? So there's some chests around here, which is the reason why the randomization matters for the 100 Acre Wood. We have the Guardian Soul, but we're not going to have the Guardian Soul for very long, because we've got a Tranquility Stone, we've got the Ultima Weapon. Yeah, so we've got the Ultima Weapon now, and that is the reason that I did not want to not do this in a randomized way. And we also got the Follow the Wind Keyblade. I suppose that is indeed a thing. We don't have any dry forms yet. We are starting to get a lot of actually like decent to good Keyblades, but I figured out that if I go here, I can save. And with that, these are the normal heartless, which we usually be facing here, but instead we are using the Ultima Weapon. We also do get a normal level up here, which there's nothing much I can do about that. I was just about to level up apparently. But yeah, we have the Ultima Weapon now, which is the most important part. I can take one non-randomized level up if I also get the Ultima Weapon. So with all that all being said and done, I think nothing else interesting will happen until we're at Olympus Coliseum, which will be the world we'll be delving in today, because I wouldn't do you dirty like that and just do 100 Acre Wood today as the world, because that would be douchey. We got the baseball charm, which lets us summon Chicken Little. That wasn't randomized. We're going to just take that. That was not a randomized item, I am aware. I can theoretically, I think, randomize that, because I could save before talking to Poe and then load in a randomized ISO, but you know what? It doesn't matter too much. So let's go into whatever the first battle of Olympus Coliseum might be. I feel like Olympus Coliseum is going to crash quite a lot, because there's a lot of enemies, and like we have the cup, the tournament, which is very probably prone to crashing, so it's going to take a while for us to get through this, as well as the fact that Olympus Coliseum is a very long world. So without any further ado, Olympus Coliseum, here we come. Here we are in the underworld, or the Coliseum, and we're starting to run into some enemies here, which aren't going to be an issue at all. I also realized that today is going to be a very boss-heavy episode. Last episode was fairly boss-heavy as well, but we have multiple forms of Hades. We have, I think, Zaxian's Absent Silhouette. We've got the Hydra. We've got Dan's Water Dance, which might not actually be replaced because it's a very specific kind of boss, which might not actually work in different arenas. Then again, we've had Syx as a boss before, getting randomized in. So I'm going to assume that probably that's getting randomized as well. So those are all in the boss database, and as such, this will be a very boss-heavy episode, and I actually kind of like that, because the normal enemies being randomized is fine, but it's all about the bosses at the end of the day. Those are the highlights, those are the things that get into the thumbnails as well. So, also, there's quite a lot of chests around here, which can contain anything, like a second Guardian Soul, because we really needed that, or a silver ring. Okay, so not all of the chests will contain something good, admittedly. We got... Wait a second. We got Magnet out of that chest, but we don't actually have Magnet as a... Wait, what? We don't have the Magnet magic, but we got it into... I saw Magnet... Oh my god, I broke my chair almost. I saw it. Magnet I usually have on... Yeah, it's not here. Can I use it? I can't use it. I don't know why I can't use it. That is potentially an issue, because Magnet is a really... I didn't even see what that was. Magnet is a really good magic in this game. I'm really annoyed that it's not a Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, I understand why. both magic and reflect will remove because they are OP as fuck, and we already have the absent silhouettes. Okay, so we can get into that immediately. That's second chance. That's second chance. And that's a dark gem. I was gonna say, if that's once more, I'll lose my shit. So let's go equip second chance right away. Let's see, second chance first and foremost. Then leaf bracer still doesn't. We already have once more. We have both abilities. That's gonna make our life so much easier once we get cured, that is. But we need to AP for it. Is there any abilities that we do not necessarily need? We don't necessarily need glide. Dodge roll we'll probably want to have. Sliding dash we'll probably want to have, so we can get one or the other. And just 1 HP remains after taking massive damage or after taking damage from a combo. I'm gonna say once more is more important than second chance. And we're about to take on a boss fight as well, so let's just save save. We don't need to save, like, properly. Do we? We do. We do. I'll see you in the boss fight arena. We can't enter it yet, but we needed a safe out anyway, because probably the Hades fight is gonna either be impossible or do some crashing, because I remember that from last time I did this. So the safe file was gonna be needed or preferable to have either way, so it doesn't really matter too much. I would have liked to do the absent silhouette right now. I think we still be able to do so today, I just don't know. I think once we get back from Hades we might be able to do it. I think that might be how that works. Maybe after we finish the world as a whole we can do it. I don't know. I think you're able to battle the absent silhouette this visit to the world. I don't think you need to wait for the second visit to the world. You know what? You can go fuck yourself. Honestly, I was just gonna go through the door, but then I got an opportunity to deal some damage, and here we are. And this turns into P. Should not be an issue at all. I think this is supposed to be an invincible fight though. That was easy. That was very easy. Wow. This is the part that I recall being an issue. For some reason, magnet loaded in, so I can now use magnet. Maybe I just needed to go into the maxed map, or maybe I just needed to load the clean ISO in order for it to load properly. Maybe I just needed to reload the game. For some reason I can now use magnet. I figured might as well check if I have it, and I have it, and it works. Magnet itself is not that good until it gets upgraded to Magna Ra and Magna Ga, obviously, but it's something. That all being said and done, we can now move on with our lives. With Magnet, I also just realized that we also have Cerberus to take care of in this. So there's even one more. Hey, there's a chest over there I haven't opened yet. There's even one more boss fight we'll be taking on today. There's so many boss fights. Olympus Coliseum is a very lengthy world usually, and there's quite a lot of downtime probably going to be in this episode where I can cut it out. So it's probably not going to be a very long episode compared to the last episode where we did like a world and a half. But still, it might be a lengthy episode, because there might be a lot of issues arising from me having to fight difficult fights. So let's save state here. Before we go into, I think this is going to be the Cerberus fight, and that could potentially be a major issue. So let's see what it turns into. Cerberus turns into Malucia. Are you normal or data? Either way, you're gonna be an issue. But if you're data, I am fucked. Okay, so you're normal Malucia. That should... Did not mean to use that, but you know what? I think I can take care of normal Malucia. I think I can. Even at level 16, that, you see, that does a lot of damage. This sounds very, very doable. Yeah, it is. I don't want to say this is going to be easy, because it's not. But it's a lot more doable than it seems. Especially since Malucia usually is a pretty big issue. But the absent silhouette is probably one of the easier... Well, no, the absent silhouette is actually usually one of the more difficult ones. But the the data fight is one of the easier ones because at the data fights you are always level 99. I was going to say 100. You can't be level 100 in Kingdom Hearts. So this is going to deal a shit ton of damage potentially, right? Unless you jump out of the way. Still a decent amount of damage. Okay, this is going to be an issue because I can't avoid this. I didn't think about that. And I don't have MP for Reflect. Can I just... You can just guard that? Oh, I did not know that. I thought you had to reflect that. But you can just guard that. That is amazing. Where is... Wait a second. Is it only Donald, Orin and me here? I never realized, I don't think, that it's only Orin and you. The limit also really does help quite a lot, because that makes me more or less invincible to even his special attacks, I think. And now he's down to a bar. He's down to a bar. We can so definitely do this. If I get this far on my first try... Okay, this is a bit more of an issue. Gonna be honest. But at least I have dodge roll, right? Which is exactly the reason I patched in dodge roll at the very beginning. Okay, I'm dead. We're gonna try that again though. That is really, really promising for me. I'm not even gonna. It's gonna crash the game. I want to point out that I might have called Malucia she a moment ago. Malucia definitely is a dude. But him having pink long hair, as a kid I always assumed Malucia was female, especially since playing Chain of Memories you don't have voice acting. And that's still just like kind of stuck with me over the years. That is the reason that I refer to Malucia as a she sometimes. I know that it's a male, obviously. I mean, have you heard his voice? Okay, this time it might be slightly more problematic than last time to deal with Malucia, because last time I think I might have gotten a little bit lucky as well. Gonna be honest about that. But again, it feels very doable, and Malucia's not somebody that really does a lot of HP based damage anyway, which to a certain extent comes into my advantage, and to a certain extent really is a big disadvantage. But having the bigger arena also makes this a lot, well, not necessarily a lot easier, but it makes it easier than usual. Usually this is way more of an issue, the attack where he makes the entire floor go prickly and with thorns and shit. That is not as big of a deal in this arena, because it's way bigger than the other arena. You see, I'm not even like phased by this at all. Can I restore count? It's not what I wanted to do, but I think it might still be a good thing to have done to him, honestly. Okay, a bar and a half left. Desperation move time. With a little bit of luck, he's only gonna do this once. I think I know a way to get through the desperation move with Bushido. And get him immediately with a shit ton of damage as well. Well, maybe not a shit ton of damage necessarily. But a decent amount of damage, for sure. Restore count? Aerial Strike would have finished him off. But still, he's going to be stunned after Restore count. I kind of needed the Restore count anyway, and now Malucia is done for and the game crashes. That was so much easier, it's kind of ridiculous. Also, I think the fact that Orin gets a bonus here might have been the reason that the randomized bonuses crashed the game. That is the only reason I can see why the randomizer crashed after defeating the boss fight in that case. But now we go back into the randomization, and I think... I don't know where we go next. I think we go up to the surface. Nothing to do with the randomizer, but being here is nostalgia within nostalgia. Kingdom Hearts 2 is like very, very huge nostalgia for me. But also Kingdom Hearts 1 is very huge nostalgia for me. So having this area with the music and everything from Kingdom Hearts 1 inside Kingdom Hearts 2. So much nostalgia, it's kind of unreal. I just wanted to say that. Now let's actually get to a randomized basement map. Do something interesting with the randomizer. We got a max HP increase and a drive gauge power up from that, which means that nothing because we don't have drive forms yet, and the other one was max HP. I guess that's moderately useful, but I don't even know if that's randomized. Poor Hercules. Do we need to do something with Hercules as well? I don't know. There was a potentially randomized thing, so now let's go to the next. I think we get something else if we like beat Herc in a match, right? No? No? Okay, never mind. And now the second part of the Underworld is open to us, which means that we get another chest right away, which is Combo Plus. So, if memory serves correctly, there's quite a lot of chests around these parts as well. So, let's go try to find those, and that is yet another basement map, because apparently we need two of those things. Yeah, there should be at least just before we fight Damix, there should be like 2 or 3 chests around that area, but yeah, there's more chests around this entire area than that. So we got a... That is a good item. That is a real good item. Yeah, I'm going to assume that that's all the items around here. If we run into any more chests on the way back, I'll let you know, but let's look at that for a moment, because that is an accessory, I think. 7 more AP, 2 more strength and 2 more magic. We are equipping that right away because it's literally better than anything else we've got in every single stat. So let's go into the abilities now, and definitely we want to have damage control at some point as well. Maybe some more MP Haste gas stacked on top of Ultimate Weapon would be good as well, if we have more magic, that is. Blizzard Boost, we don't have Blizzard. Lucky, don't really care about. Leave Brace, so we don't even have Cure. Experience Boost, increased experience, don't really care about that. Combination Boosts, don't really care about that either. Berserk Charge, Reaction Boosts. Combo Plus definitely though. Then probably re-equip Glide. Aerial Finish. I think that is the ability set we're going to go with for the time being. Unless we get a better ability in one of the chests around here. That is a Fire Bangle. Don't think we'll want that, but it's potentially good to get done on a Goofy. And let me slow too. Amazing. So let me make a save state here before going into the next battle, and maybe I want to go back and save properly as well. It's still Dance Water Dance, so nothing changes here, which is kind of what I thought, because this is not the actual boss fight, it's only the water forms. Once all the water forms are gone, that's the end of the fight as well. You don't actually fight Damix himself. Damix, one of the other organization members that I actually thought was a female one way back in the day. For some reason, I just figured he looked like a girl. It might be something to do with long hair, which I know is kind of rich coming from me, the dude with probably the longest hair on YouTube. It is definitely not, by the way. I could name like at least 3 content creators on YouTube which have longer hair than me. Smooth McGroove definitely has got way longer hair than me. Also, way longer number of subscribers. But other than that, I don't really follow a lot of people with long hair. Quick Run level 2! There we go! We got Quick Run level 2 and more HP again. But finally we got Quick Run, which is very nice to have. And we got the Photon Debugger as well on top of that, because why not? And another Berserk Charge, because why not? I don't think those stack. Like, at all. But, after I save state, after this door, there's going to be more chests. Once more. Quite a lot of them actually. Like 3, I think. Which doesn't sound like much, but with randomizers, that's exciting. A Master's Ring? I mean, we've got 2 very good accessories equipped at the moment, so there was no accessories ever gonna beat that, I don't think. Then we've got the Ultimate Recipe, which would be more exciting if it weren't for the fact that I opened this chest with the Ultimate Weapon. And last but not least, we got the Cloud Thunder. So I literally give about 0 shits there for these items. Let's go into the Underdome thingy. whatever it is. We are going through this fairly quickly. After this, we only need to do the tournament and then Hydra, and I think that's it. But this also is going to trigger a boss, I think. So that could potentially be interesting. Yeah, we're kind of having the same issue. This seems like something that I can maybe fix with just a different ISO though. So let's try a different ISO here and we'll see how that turns out for us. As you can see, it worked. Different patches. There's a sorcerer here. That could be an issue. Pete is still Pete though. Huh, that is interesting. Pete is still Pete. My god, she's getting damaged quickly. Let's not. I don't know who's damaging her that much, but that is very bad for everybody involved. Yeah, I think we might lose this on the grounds of her dying. Oh, it's the shaman. It's the shaman. I didn't see the shaman. I thought we already took care of all the other heartless. And obviously we've got the sorcerer's nobody as well, which could be an issue because he's not actually there, it's only his blocks. Which apparently they're like registered, indexed as a different separate enemy he then spawns or something. That's the best guess I have. Anyway, let's magnet these fuckers. Okay, that's the shaman gun. That is a very good start. This is not a fight that you really want to have randomized. I just realized this is horrible. Okay, I think that is really all the enemies gone this time. So now we just murder Pete. And then we have a second part of this fight as well, where he might actually be randomized. Because we have a part of this fight where Hercules is here as well. Wait a second, is this a timed thing? Or do I need to kill all of the enemies? I can't finish off Pete. I'm just going to keep walking around here for a while to see if this is a timed event. But I think I might have like soft locked myself in here now, which... No, it's not! Okay, I didn't soft lock myself in, it's a timed event, and I think now we have a version of the fight with Hercules here as well, which might break the game. It feels like it's breaking the game. Okay, I might have loaded in the what I call safe patch, which also randomizes things in such a manner that they don't take up too much memory, to see if that prevents the crash. I kind of forgot that I had that patch, so let's see if that does anything first, and then we can always load the clean version after that. But this one significantly easier than the last one, especially since this one doesn't have a shaman, which deals like 1,000,000 damage to... I don't know what her name is, and that is a mummy. That's two mummies. They just spawn out of nowhere in a T-pose. Okay. That's a thing. Yeah, no, that does not fix it. Clean, patch. Well, it's not a patch if it's clean, is it? But we're going to use that one. Okay, so this time around it loaded. Obviously, in a non-randomized way. I don't know what makes the randomizer freak out so much. Maybe the fact that Hercules is in here as well and it tries to randomize him and it just is weird and stuff. And I don't know if it actually finishes this fight. It does. It does. When I take out Peter, if I need to survive for 90 seconds, clearly we have an answer now. So let's move on to the next part, which is once again randomized. But maybe we get an item here? I think we might get the Olympus Stone. No, we get the Olympus Stone from Damix. We got that ages ago. So, save point, and back to randomization. Hello, Pegasus. We have to get up on Cerberus's back. This is going to be the second time we fight Cerberus today. Okay. Get up on Cerberus's back is what we're doing here. I gotta title this episode something to do with that, but not necessarily using Cerberus's name, but neither should I say Hydra, obviously. I wonder where Hydra is going to show up. Because Hydra is one of those bosses that really requires a fairly sizable arena, not like the hugest arena in the world, but fairly sizable is required, obviously. Yeah, I literally did this like half an hour ago, or maybe more like 45 minutes ago at this point. So this is not an issue whatsoever. We got a drive gauge power up again. We're at 7 drive gauges before getting any forms. That is redonkulous. Cerberus, buddy, you changed a lot in one cup. And we got a gold ring, which we're not going to use. And apparently that was the end of the world for now. Okay, I don't think... Didn't we have to do a tournament? I guess that's today's episode. Next week we'll be doing Timeless River, which... Also, well, Timeless River is probably not going to be that long, honestly. So, but with Disney Castle included, maybe it's long enough for one episode. Maybe it's just going to be a short episode next week. This week seems to have gone on for quite a while anyway. I mean, the recording is about an hour. There's quite a lot of dead air. So I don't know how long the episode is going to be. Until the next time, I'm a vlogger, you've been awesome. This has been interesting. It's been a shorter recording than I thought it was going to be. Honestly. See you back next time. Bye.